So what major manga panels did Studio MAPPA remove? Yo, what's good, it's your boy Reviews, and I'll try and keep the first half of the video anime only friendly, with the second half of the video diving into some potential manga spoilers. But for now, the first half of the video we will cover all the major manga panels that MAPPA cut out, from Attack on Titan the final season part 3, the final edition part 1, the final chapters chapter 1, and the final chapters chapter 2 of the final conclusion arc. But warning, if you're an anime only and don't want to see any of these manga panels, then I do recommend not watching it. You have been warned. The scene where Hanji and Lady Kiyomi speak to one another in the anime, while the other guy has been removed from the manga panel, most of the dialogue is more or less the same, but MAPPA did cut out this panel of Lady Kiyomi telling Hanji in return find a way to save our motherland of Hizuro. The panel didn't really add anything of importance that we didn't already know from Lady Kiyomi, so I do understand them removing it. When the four boys remove the cover from the flying boats, Reiner tells Armin, "You want to use them on Eren?" And then Armin replies, "No, I don't know." I will admit I do like this panel. It shows that even though Armin and the gang are super motivated into taking down the founding titan and stopping the rumbling, best boy Armin is still quite hesitant on trying to stop Eren or attack him in any way. I mean, that's his bro, man. Next up, with Levi walking down the stairs, determined to confront Yelena, the anime cuts back in the past to Eren, Yelena and Flock. But before that, in the anime, after Levi does his little monologue, we have a panel shot of Armin saying okay, and then Pete confronts both Levi and Armin, telling the two of them that she will also help them as there's nothing else for her to do. It would have been nice seeing a little bit more of Pete in the anime, but I understand them cutting this scene out. It did feel like fillery dialogue, quite pointless. The scene of Annie, Reiner and Pete talking to one another. After Pete finishes talking to Annie, Annie looks up at Reiner and then Reiner starts to talk to her, but in the anime, she doesn't actually say Reiner's name. Next up, when the scouts wave goodbye to Annie, in the manga she waves back at them, but in the anime there's no waving back to Armin. I suppose this change was done because not having Annie wave back at them probably made the viewers think, oh, Annie's coming back, this isn't goodbye. But with this wave goodbye to the gang, the manga readers assume that this was the last time we will see our girl Annie Laneheart. Next up, when Reiner looks up at the smoke, we actually were meant to get a close-up shot of the rumbling titans. Next up, after the death of Hanji and all the characters are crying on the plane, yes, we do see a shot of Onyankopon crying as well, but his dialogue was cut out. Next up, the scene of Lady Kiyomi and Annie talking to one another. We were meant to get these brief glimpses of Annie's past, her flashbacks with the scouts, her time as a warrior, but instead we just get these beautiful close-up shots of Annie's face. The next cut pages from chapter 133 and chapter 134 may actually appear in the fall 2023 anime Attack on Titan the final season part 4. So if you're an anime only and don't want to see these pages, then I highly recommend you not watching this. You have been warned. After Falco says that he has seen a dream of him flying in the sky and it cuts to Annie's close-up shot, it cuts to the next scene of the train, but in the manga this conversation is ongoing. Yeah, I think this cut content will appear in some way when we get that grand finale in the fall. And finally we get the cut content of Historia giving birth and all these horrifying shots of the rest of the world being trampled by the rumbling colossal titans. I think it makes sense leaving this scene for the next and final part of AOT. It'd be a really gripping way to start off the episode with these rumbling sequences. But those are all the major cut scenes from the manga. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think of this. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Like this video, subscribe for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. Thanks for watching, and as always, a boy did reviews signing out.